Outsourcing might not be a feel-good word for most Americans, but for video game developers, finding a place to send work can be a godsend. In Houston, deadpanic 3D is determined to be the missing piece of the puzzle for developers here and abroad.
deadpanic Studios is a digital production company. We produce any type of 3D asset that you need, whether it be for film, game, comics, anything. If it's a digital asset, we can do it.
Too often, game developers don't have the time or resources to build every aspect of their games. Sometimes, they may not have anything at all.
They may not have the capability or the knowledge of how, but they kind of have a vision of what they want. And so then that becomes our job to help the client fulfill and, see what it is and realize what it is that they've got in their head. Because, you could have a really great idea, but if all you can draw is stick figures, then you're not going to be able to get that idea across as well as somebody like Jeff could do it and, take your verbal description and give you more than what you expect in return.
No one probably knows outsourcing better than Sugarland's TimeGate Studios, the largest game developer in our area. The independent studio is no stranger to outsourcing or being outsourced.
In the case of Section 8 Prejudice, which was a first-person shooter product that we were putting together, we have these characters that are in the game that are basically soldiers that are moving about. And in order to make it a realistic performance, you wind up going, in most cases, to a motion capture facility so that you can have an actor actually go through and you record their performance and then translate those animations into the game. That requires a facility with a lot of expensive equipment as well as the proper technicians in order to run that facility. And it's something that wasn't available in our backyard at that time, and we had to look abroad in order to find that.
Shivyak says outsourcing is great for studios who don't want to just expand and lose their new employees later on. The key to outsourcing is not to think it's outsourcing, but rather looking for partners.
It's truly more about collaboration than it is about just, hey, we are outsourcing this specific thing. You're really looking for partners. You're really looking for people that can get into the same mentality as you and your team can and would be, an added benefit to it.
Speaking of partners, TimeGate is working with Dallas's Gearbox Software on a new sci-fi shooter.
Marines, you're halfway to making it out of there. Hold on. They're coming over the rail!
You've heard of Aliens, right? deadpanic 3D is working with a local iOS developer and other companies outside gaming. If you're a Houston video game developer with a story to tell, I'd like to hear from you. Follow me on Twitter and YouTube. I'm John Pereira with myfoxhouston.com.